All right, y'all. We're hopping into Tarky. I'm gonna open up the shopping list and the to-do list, the two things I open up every time we play this game. We'll hop back in. Let's see here. We probably have some freaking stuff to grab from insurance. Probably a lot of stuff to grab from insurance. But we did grab a light bulb last time. All right. Let's see. We're trying to figure out the math between where Tub and I live in terms of the closest distance possible. I think we upgraded some stuff last time, potentially. I don't remember. It's been a couple days since we played, so I probably have, like, insurance and all that. Does Tarkov have an overarching story? So, Tarkov is still in beta. And they are working more on the gameplay elements of it. It has an overarching story. That story is sort of like, ooh, one more metal scissor and I can build an ammo box. That overarching story is told to you through these quests, right? And that quest writing and the quest like design is sort of on the back burner for Tarkov right now while it gets better in all these other ways. And because of that, oh sweet, I didn't miss any insurance. Good. Because that, it's still like slightly a little bit rough, frankly. But yeah, the overarching storyline is sort of that, like, there's two factions of groups, American and Russian, and there's this like wasteland Russian area that is under duress, and they're kind of vying for those two factions, and also larger economic interests are kind of vying for control. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything here. That's probably the important part. But there's also like individual storylines, like they're and kind of like the locations have stories to them as well. There's stories about the bosses. So there's these like 6 bosses, however many bosses in the game, that are fucking terrifying and just scary, sketchy boys who make me want to piss my pants. And they have stories related to each other, etc. So yeah, it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of in between states. And a lot of players don't care about the story. I care about the story a lot. And I hope that the story gets like smoothed out and ironed out and basically completely rewritten at some point. But for now, it's yeah, it's still kind of in a rough state. But all right, we got to figure out what I want to do today. I don't truly know. I need to hit level 20, and so that basically means just get quests done. And the easiest quest to get done would probably be this big sale one, which is just finish any interchange run at all and kill 2 scavs on customs. And 5 scavs overall. And I think that would do it for us. So, what else can I do? I actually have this like super great loadout that I don't know that I need to actually use right now. We should probably use something else. Yeah. Venus, how's your day going today, by the way? What are you up to? Carry that. I guess we could use all this stuff. This is good shit. We have so much stuff in our inventory. I kind of need to do the stuff that is like big fucking bulky. Big bulky hard levels. We could do interchange and just go for a graphics card. Venus says, I'm great, having some lunch. How's your day been? It's been good. Yeah, it's been really good. Yeah, nothing like super big to report. I recorded some Skyrim this morning, which was a lot of fun. There's like other stuff that I need to be working on, but I just keep not working on it. Basically I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done for this weekend, but I'm not quite done with it yet. So how long are you gonna stream? I gotta get it to a haircut very soon. I'll be streaming for like at least 2 more hours. Yeah, at least 2 more hours. The other possibility here is that if we can get this shit done and make a little bit of money, 1 more million, we can upgrade our hideout, which would be yes bueno. Water collector level 2 requires Jaeger level 2. Fuck it, let's do this. Let's grab all this stuff and put it in other places and take this big ass thing and just do money runs on interchange. I think I can sell that and go from there. Sell that. Haircuts don't take long. How much hair are you getting cut? Are you getting more than one cut? I hated when sassy people in my life used to ask me that question. Are you getting more than one cut? What level are you right now? Dude, I am like 6 experience away, something like that. I'm 580 experience away from level 19, and then I just have to hit level 20. And at level 20, I get access to the flea market where you can sell stuff to other players, etc. It's crazy. It should be super useful. I'm so close. I'm so close. I could just go ahead and sell that. Let's do that. That. Sell. And then go. Remember that time we died to Reshala and we were so close to not dying to Reshala, but we definitely just died to Reshala? I remember. It still hurts. Still fucking hurts. And I need some heals. Oh, it's because they're all in here. Nope. Exclamation rank. Oh, wrong one. Exclamation level. Exclamation butts. Exclamation butts. That's a good one. I like that. Exclamation butts. Damn you, Streamlabs. Alright, let's just go run interchange. Survive the raid. Kill a couple scavs. Like 3 scavs would be great. And we'll be chilling. And then maybe the other thing is once we hit level 20, we can just afford to buy as much milk as we would like. And if we buy as much milk as we would like, then we can drink milk, shoot bitches, you know? Drink milk, shoot bitches. Oh, chat. I love Tarkov days. They're so freaking relaxing. Milk, milk, milk. PogChamp. Mm-hmm. Chat, what is the most admirable quality that you find in other people? That you look for in other people? What's the most admirable quality that you look for in other people? Friendship-wise, relationship-wise, whatever. This is 100% completely off the dome. Just a conversation starter, obviously. Kindness is the biggest one. Okay. I don't think anyone but myself is admirable. I guess the thing I find most admirable is my humility. Or is humility. Kindness. Right. Exactly, Oliver. Yeah. Oliver, Matt, I'm glad to see that we're all on the same side. Mars, good luck with life. Hi, Goldie. How's it going? Sorry, I'm eating a Fig Newton while we're talking about super deep stuff. I think kindness is really good. Yeah. I think that's a great one. Megan and I, do you know what Megan and I's answer is? Did you get the Kappa, though? I didn't see a Kappa, but I got the sarcasm. Hi, Goldie. Happy Wednesday. People going out of the way to be kind, even to just people they meet in passing. Complimenting someone's shoes or offering to help them with their groceries. Oh, Matt. That's funny. That's funny. Because that's honestly, that's a good one. But I'll be honest. I look less at that for the kindness thing and more at the, like, I think one of the hardest places to be kind and a good human is in the situations where, that's a good one, right? It's a complete stranger on the street. I happen to suck at interacting with people on the street, so I guess that I look differently from that. But, like, I feel like one of the, and this is an old saying, right? But, like, one of the truest measures you can take of a person is how they treat the people under them, quote unquote, rather than the people they treat, like, on the same level or above them. Yeah. I feel like, yeah. I just, like, I've known too many half-decent people who turned out to be asshole parents or bosses or, like, you know? And, like, in some ways, that's all that matters, right? Like, is that part of it. The people who you have, quote-unquote, power over in one way or another, emotional power, whatever, like, it's so hard. It's a trait I struggle with because of my social anxiety, but it is something that I strive for. Matt, I'll be honest with you. That was the first thing on my mind, too, is like, man, it makes me anxious just to hear that, but to think about doing it. But on the other hand, it's super admirable. You're right. Super admirable. Goldie, we're talking about what is the quality in others that you most love, like, or look for. All right, we're going to full-on sprint in here. We're just going to try and make as much money as we can. While also successfully extracting this raid. I had a really good joke, but I deleted it. Just wanted you all to know that it was pretty good. I believe you, Mars. I believe you. Also, Goldie, if that's, like, too heavy of a question for the day that you're having, it's okay, too. I want loyalty / honesty, to be honest. Ooh. Interesting. Man, I don't know that I'd put... I would put honesty potentially on the list. But I don't know about loyalty. Maybe, though. Alright, let's see if we can grab anything useful down here. Nothing all that useful. None of this really sells for that much either. Unfortunately. Is that kek tape? That's super useful. The other thing we could grab out the back is a metal scissor. If we can grab a metal scissor, that would be huge. Respect, so kind of on the same lines. What you've been saying since I popped in. Like if I set a boundary and somebody actually respects that, that's gold. Yo, Goldie. My Megan and I's classic answer is mutual generosity, or like the generousness of a person, defined mostly in terms of like how much they're willing to, like, kind of define like kindness, like respect, you know? Like, that's the word we like using for it, that we totally stole and didn't make up ourselves, obviously, but like, but yeah. I think that like vibes with what you're saying. Sounds good, Frosty. Enjoy. Yeah. Respect is funny because how is this guy not fucking dead? I have lit him up. Now he's dead. Respect, ironically on Twitch, that's the one thing I ask from people. So much so that Surprise and Mars can attest to this. So much so that it's probably annoying. But the one thing I ask from people is respect, and I think it it actually can be a little limiting in that I won't say other things like, no, I ask you not to spam, I ask you not to specifically disrespect in this way, because mostly what I say is like, I want you to respect, you know? And I'm sure it's a little bit annoying, and Mars can probably attest to that, but has it already been a whole other hour? Jesus, oh no. It's so interesting hearing you say this stuff and thinking about my own relationship. All right, let's do this. Check these. I just don't want someone I'm close to or have a relationship with to cheat on me. Of course, I want them to tell me if I'm being an ass or something like that. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting, too, because I think, like, what are you guys talking about? I'm a tad lost. What's the quality that you look for in other people, Tub? Like, the quality you most appreciate in other people or look for in other people? I don't know why I wouldn't put loyalty, like, near the top of my list, but I just kind of wouldn't. I don't know why. It's not, like... I think probably the other thing to acknowledge here is that we're all coming to this from different, like, sets of life experiences. That guy's dead. Fears, like, you know, etc. And I think at a different point in my life, I may have been pretty fucking happy to say loyalty, you know? But intelligence and a sense of humor. That's good. I appreciate people use intention as a basis of character rather than getting upset at the words that were spoken. Ooh! Like, if you know me, my intention is to be helpful, sweet, kind, but I say something where the words might trigger something. Rationalizing that my intention was to be helpful and kind and not rude. Does that make sense? 100%. I think that that is, like, one of the hardest and most necessary parts of being in a relationship. Is, especially, like, and probably any kind of relationship, but, like, when Megan and I speak to each other, partially because we have spent so much time together, but partially just because we're like the ones who live in proximity to each other. Like the people you live with, it's tough. It's hard to talk about this. Like it's so easy to misread where the comment is coming from or the intention behind it, like you're saying, and so important to And I'm not great at this, but we're always practicing. So important to remember, like... Oh shit, that scared the fuck out of me. Important to remember where it's coming from, you know? Hi, Courteous. How's it going? 2 months into New World. I'm so lost. I saw that they just updated their release date. I saw that. Oh, I need the fuck out of that. Let's go. All right, and then I need one metal scissor. One metal scissor. It's like getting to know people on a deep level so I can get a good basis of their character. Sure. Sure. Yeah. This is a great conversation, by the way. I think that is also what Goldie's talking about is, I think, one of the hardest things to just, like, extend to people on the internet, you know? And a thing I personally could do better at interacting with chat alone. The message says X, right? But what's important is a couple things. Like the message from a commenter says X. types X. I, as a streamer particularly, have to like do my best for my sanity and for that person's sanity too, to read the positive intention behind it if it is at all there, and not the surface of what it says, while also keeping in mind that we have boundaries, and boundaries are great, and boundaries are like what helps all of us be happy in chat, right? Like, if my boundary is you can't shit on other people, which is one of our boundaries, beyond the level of teasing that they've shown that they're okay with, then like I don't have to sit there if somebody calls Tub a bitch. If a new person calls Tub a bitch, I don't have to sit there and be like, now let's try and find the positive intention behind that comment. What I get to say is, I have a boundary here. And if you'd like to play along with that boundary, awesome. And if you don't, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Pogs. How's it going? I need metal fucking scissors. And also phase relays. We could go for that too. Please don't call me a bitch. No, if people in chat call you a bitch, they're gone. I am not wonderful, but please don't call me bitch. That hurts my already broken heart. First off, you are wonderful. 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 You are wonderful. And also, true. Wonderful. Oh, shit, I hit the wrong button.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Hey, Tub, stop being mean to my friend. You. Take the compliment, pretty please. Yeah. Yep. So there. So there. You got that quote so fast? Quote 4 is probably the quote that's been used the most often. It's definitely the quote that's been used the most often. Let's be fucking honest here. Let's be really fucking honest. We know. This. Right there. Give me that. Let me pick it up. Let me pick it up. There's another one. Beautiful. Alright, let's get out of here. I could go for phase relays, but I don't want to. For everyone, if you had to choose an animal to change to for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Yo, correct answer is a type of bird, for sure. Correct answer is a type of bird. I think it might be the only thing that makes up for the lack of... humans have it pretty great, even when we have it pretty shitty as humans. I think the only... A dolphin or a bird? So there's two variations of this question, right, Venus? One is the variation that I am used to, which is if you could pick any animal, like Animorphs style, that you could just like change to, change out of whenever you chose. That I can hear very interesting arguments on. I can see really interesting cases being made for different types of things. However, if the question is one animal for the rest of your life, you snap your fingers right now and then you're that. I think you have to pick one of the social animals, because otherwise I think you'd go a little bit crazy. And I think you have to probably pick a bird or a dolphin. Like, yeah, you're going to lose out on quite a bit, but I think you still gain on enough if you pick those. One and done, you choose now and you're it forever. Yeah, I'm picking like a red-tailed hawk, peregrine falcon, one of those types of things, you know. Yeah. So, somehow Mars responded to the wrong comment. McPog says lobster. Like a red lobster, like you're going to sit in the thing? Like in the thing? Panda at a Chinese panda center so that people think I'm cute and funny when I do dumb shit I won't really need to care about much. Also, Tub, the problem is people are going to be like, yo, get absolutely banging. Start doing it right now. And that's a lot of pressure. And I don't know that I'm into that pressure. That's a plus. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want in my life anyone saying have sex right now ever. Oliver says dog. Matt says ferret. Why ferret? Dog I can totally see. Dog I can very much see. I heard an argument the other day, which is out of all of the accomplishments of man, generally, man, writ large, Homo sapiens, dogs might be the greatest accomplishment. Which is not like generally that phrase is, that question is asked like, what is the greatest invention or whatever of humans? And that one always sketches me out, and it's like probably like the internet, maybe like, you know, vaccines, you know, all of those are good candidates, I think. To be clear, I'm not shitting on those candidates. But I think one of the I think the domestication of dogs might be on the list. Pugs kind of prove that point wrong. I mean, pugs might be a complicated... Pugs are the, don't take this wrong. Pugs are the, we did lots of dumb shit, to be really clear. Like, pugs are the... Man, this sounds really fucking rough. Pugs are the 4chan of the internet achievement, right? If you say, the internet is our greatest achievement, people are like, yeah, and it enabled 4chan. Like, what are you doing? You know, sure, we got to pugs, which is probably a mistake. Pugs are cute. It's not their fault, but it's probably a mistake. On the other hand, you know, overall domesticating dogs, entwining our lives to such a... Taking a wild animal and entwining our lives and making them a part of our social pack to a degree that... to, this degree is pretty incredible, I think. Like, an actual achievement truly worth celebrating. Sorry, guys. I'm working on my shopping list on the other side as well. My inventory is absolutely fucked. And I don't know what I'm doing. I did just get a lot of good items, but I have no idea what to do with any of them. Bolts. I think I can upgrade some stuff now. I think I can sell that. I think that goes in there. Elite pliers probably go in there. That goes in there. Yeah. We will be to AI what dogs are to us. Mark my words. Honestly, McPogs, I'm 100% there with you. Yeah. I think that is a likely, a more likely than not likely comment for like eventual reality for us. Yeah. Tubb says I highly doubt it. Do you have that much faith in humans, or do you think that like tell me why you doubt it, Tubb? Sounds good, Oliver. See ya. Toby just slipped on the kitchen floor that ran straight under the ottoman while you were having this speech. Toby. Perfect example of this situation. AI is fucking dumb. AI is like relatively dumb for now. Do you think it stays dumb? How long have we had AI? I don't think AI stays dumb. I think we're too dumb to keep AI dumb. AI is big maths and we are bigger than maths. I think we are bigger than maths, but I don't think AI stays small, stays like limited for all that long. Unfortunately. I wish I felt differently, but I don't know that like the way I think of AI, unfortunately, is I think of okay, how do I phrase this? Like the way I think of AI is that AI in its current state is mostly constrained by human flaws, right? Mostly currently, the AI we design is constrained by human flaws, not by AI flaws. I think that, like, I don't think it's all that unlikely that that will not be the constraining factor for AI in the long term. Also, AI will soon become CI, Chad intelligence. I like that, actually. I'm into that idea. Goldie has redeemed give the dogs a treat. I can do that. I can do that. Give me 2 seconds to organize this inventory. Also, to be clear, like, this is all just a fun conversation, and what do I know? But, like, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I hope that we're, like, good enough to constrain AI in the correct ways. I just highly doubt it. Like, I don't look at us and our track record with how we constrain the technology that we create and think, yeah, they're gonna nail it, you know? Like on this really terribly important one, they're gonna nail it. I don't know. Maybe. I hope so. I truly hope so. All right. All right, Goldie. Let me get set up for a raid real quick, and then I will give it to him. Actually, I can do it real quick. Kingsley, do you want a treat? Kingsley. AI is computers. Computers is a bunch of switches lighting on and off very quickly. That is very helpful with data and so on. Not to get too lyrical or something. It's basically soulless, and you can't capture a soul with math. Hi, that's from Goldie. Hi. Tab, I think it's more like we don't need AI to capture our soul. We need AI to capture to make easier all of the other parts of our lives. And AI will be very good at that. And I don't believe that we are capable of I believe that we're capable of stopping AI from destroying us. I don't believe that we are capable of stopping AI from drastically changing us. And I think that's where we're at. So hear me out on this. You know, we have literature to warn us of things we may do wrong in the future. Like with AI, we have so much sci-fi saying, don't do this, but we don't 100% listen. There's one thing I hope we ignore the warnings for, and that's fucking dinosaurs. I want a Jurassic Park. I don't care about the warnings. I want to see a goddamn dinosaur. Oh no. Oh, we're fucked. Don't put Mars in charge of the in charge of that part, by the way. Yeah. I am in agreement, Tub, that like I don't think or believe or hope ever that computers can take that part of us away, but or AI can take that part of us away. What I strongly doubt is that we will be like we will be capable enough of recognizing our limits when it comes to letting the AI interact with our lives. I strongly doubt that. I don't know. I hope so. I'm not good enough at keeping Twitter from interacting with my life, and Twitter does not do that much for me, right? Like I'm really terrible at stopping Twitter from running my life. And Twitter is not a good website. It is not well designed. It is not like... It is not an incredible website. I have to go customs now, I believe. Sorry, I got to turn in a quest first. I don't know. I hope so. And I know that there are those among us who are better at this than I am. And the problem is I don't see that the majority of us are better at it. All right, if I kill 2 scavs on customs, then we're good. I don't need your fucking backpack. All right, customs. Cool. I think gene stuff in animals has a ton of potential uses. As soon as people bring gene stuff in with humans, I get uncomfortable. I'd love to bring the thylacine back. Do you know how much I want that? Yeah. I mean, here's the thing that always gets me about gene stuff in animals and gene stuff in humans. How much to talk about here? How much to talk about here? Like, if you've ever had anyone in your life live through or live with knowledge of genetically increased chances of illness, which is something that I have done a couple times at this point in my life, I see where the blurring of the line might save so much pain, and not the blurring of the line, the cracking open of the door of this stuff. So, do you mess with babies in denim? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Babies in denim. Messing with genes is playing God, and oh lord, there are too many stories against it. I don't fuck with babies' genes. Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, that's certainly not what I'm advocating for, to be clear, but yeah. No, I hear you, Matt. I hear you. I mean, what I get more scared about is I don't get as scared by the idea that, oh, you actually included it in your comment. Yeah. The thing that terrifies me is the class gap which will be involved here. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, the great news about that, Matt, is that the science just, as you know, does not like support. The more like looking into that type of thing, the science does not support it. So just make it a bad pun. I love it. I think the prevalence of the gay gene or transgender gene thing only goes down from here because there's no science support. So, yeah. I think about corrupt government making invincible soldiers. Sure. Yeah. I mean, my brain goes to a lot of terrible places. Yeah. My brain also goes to the places where I think most likely we would seed, C-E-D-E, we would seed ground on this first, because I don't think you get to invincible soldiers without seeding ground in other ways first. And I also don't believe in, like, I think slippery slope arguments are sort of the weakest arguments you can make, which is like, which is what I find most of this to be. And I don't have like a stance on this topic, to be clear. But I also know that the reality for many, many suffering people in our world right now is awareness, because we're at this stage, right? Awareness of a gene that could drastically influence / harm their children's lives. And the possibility of selecting between eggs that present with that gene or eggs that don't have the gene, etc. And that is just like a reality, and like a reality that is not very far off, whereas the invincible soldiers thing is at least probably a little bit farther off than that. And I don't know what the right answer is looking at that situation. And saying to... I think what I don't buy is the argument that looking at the genetics of different eggs for different embryos, sorry, for the presence of a life-threatening condition. I don't buy the it's a slippery slope and invincible soldiers is what you're arguing for if you argue for that, you know? Yeah. Mars, I don't want to like get too much into this, but this is Megan and I's situation. Megan is a carrier for a gene which drastically increases your chance of cancer. And so this will be Megan and I's reality. For sure. And I don't think we do any favors for ourselves, like talking about it in slippery slope ways. Honest to God. I also don't want to say much more than that because this is less my issue than... Like, I'm one affected party here and not both affected parties. We can talk about it another time, potentially, but yeah. Yeah, 100%. It's the consent of it, you know? For sure, for sure. It's a tough... These are, like, tough philosophical questions, right? Like, do you... Yeah. Do you, like, make the potentially life-saving decision before... Oh, my God. Can you guys hear my breath now? Holy shit. I just put my headphones on, and now I am fucking... dying to the sound of my own breathing. Whew. No, exactly, Tub. But also, if the... So I don't think the answer is as simple as... No, you cannot, right? No, you cannot mess with the autonomy of a human. Who hasn't been born yet. There's a person right here. I just don't know where. If that issue is the potential they'll live or die, or the potential that their quality of life will greatly suffer, right? Like, I think but also, I don't know. And also, I probably am not the person who needs to be making that decision for lots of different people. But I also don't want to be the one making the decision for the person in the chair making a hard decision, you know? Like, that didn't make sense because I rambled all the way through that. I just got shot. You fucker. Uh-oh. I'm about to die. Uh-oh. You guys are going to hear me wheezing for a second. My guy is wheezing. Thank you, House, by the way. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. Let's get out of here. I just think that, like, I guess what I say is, like, I guess how I feel is, for the sake of everyone involved, we absolutely have to be better than slippery slope arguments, you know? It's not a good or like truthful way to... It's not a helpful or good or truthful way to talk about stuff like this. We like owe it to the people in the deciding chair to talk about it in different ways, if that makes sense. These are some tough questions. Anyways, let's drink some milk and shoot some bitches. Exactly. That's what I'm just here to drink milk and shoot bitches. Yeah. Where the fuck did I get shot from? I still can't figure that out. I think he was that way. Which makes me kind of want to go this way. Yeah. I really think we should not mess with humans. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to totally get into this, Tub, but like... We have, this is not a foreign question, right? Like, we do this all the time. Like, the question of how you provide treatment, potentially life-saving treatment, often life-saving treatment, for people who cannot give consent is a question the medical community deals with constantly. Like, daily that decision is being made. And we have laws around it. And like, frankly, we do it. We do that all the time. And, so I don't think, yeah. I don't know. We don't have to get into the specifics of it for sure. But where I personally come down on it is that like very likely, and we don't know this for sure, there is a possibility that Megan and I will have the chance to know whether or not we're passing on to our future child a like life-threatening gene, and we haven't been there yet, so I don't know what decision we'll make, but like I think part of, I don't think that yeah, I don't know, where I come down on this is not that like it's absolutely 110% incorrect of us to, what the fuck is this hat? The bomber beanie? Wow. I don't think it's 100% incorrect of us to even consider the option. That's what I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe that it is 100% incorrect of us to even consider the option. Because the other part of it is that like we're armchair philosophizing right now, myself included, because I'm not in the actual spot yet, and I have no idea. And you're welcome, Mars. Thanks for saying that. I really appreciate it. Also, McPog says, is your game character Rivers Cuomo because he's a Weezer? It's true. He's wheezing. I think it's sort of like this. The slippery slope stuff. Here my last comment on this, and then we'll hop off this. Frankly, because I worry that I should have Megan here for this conversation, because it's as much her conversation as it is mine. So why I find the slippery slope type formulation of the question, which is not what Tub has done, to be clear. This isn't an attack on Tub, but it is like super present in this thing. Why I find that to be a problem is because it stops you from even having the chance to consider the reality of both the decision maker and the affected. Like, I don't think the answer to getting people not to be alcoholics is... This is a terrible metaphor, by the way, and I'm totally aware of that. My guy is wheezing. You shot him in the stomach, and so now he's got no food or water in him. I don't think the solution to no alcoholism is no alcohol. And where's this guy's body? I need food and water. I need it desperately. I don't know. That's a really messy metaphor. And I'm probably just going to stop talking there because it's a messy metaphor. Not a good one, but anyways. Yeah. My guy's fucked. This is bad. He's definitely dead. Yeah, there we go.